right then. Before anyone starts flooding the comments section, pointing out how suspiciously clever and insightful my last few videos have become, as opposed to my usual semi-coherent rambling, let's clear things up. No, I haven't suddenly become a genius overnight. Shocking, I know. All the clever stuff I've been cheerfully throwing at you recently, the amusingly gloomy looks at human history, our endless knack for causing chaos, and the absurdity of inventing bureaucracy, taxes and gods, isn't just the product of my slightly tired brain and too much scientific readings to academically name the cannabis. It's actually inspired, well, if we're honest, shamelessly borrowed from a rather brilliant book series by Yuval Noah Harari called Unstoppable Us. Oh. Now, when I say inspired, I obviously mean heavily influenced by. Much in the same way that karaoke is heavily influenced by professional singing, Harari writes eloquently about humanity's astonishing journey from anxious apes hiding from lions to anxious city dwellers hiding from paperwork, bills and each other. And I've cheekily taken his work and tried to spice it up with a bit of classic irony, sprinkled with jokes that even I find questionably funny. Honestly, Harari does the intellectual heavy lifting here. I'm mainly around to throw in a silly metaphor and complain about bureaucracy. In other words, if you laughed, learned, or at the very least nodded knowingly, thank Harari for the brilliant ideas and blame me for anything you found a bit daft or excessively sarcastic. I'm the chef mixing Harari's gourmet ingredients with my slightly less refined taste. A bit like pouring ketchup over a Michelin star meal and proudly calling yourself a chef. It's delicious, but let's not pretend who did most of the cooking. So, huge credit to Yuval Noah Harari for the insights, history and genius storytelling. My job was just to blend his brilliance with some suitably, maybe overdosed cynicism, hopefully without offending too many people. If I've failed at that last part, well, at least Harari's reputation remains intact. Go ahead and read Harari's original books if you haven't already. They're genuinely excellent, considerably smarter, and, unfortunately, contain fewer jokes about overly bossy sheep and priests with silly hats. Think of my videos as the less clever younger sibling, amusing, a bit annoying, and definitely standing on the shoulders of giants, or at least very tall historians. Cheers to Yuval for his work, and cheers to you lot for sticking around to watch mine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to worry about imaginary money, invisible rules, and whether I remembered to pay the taxman this year. Typical human, really, aren't I? Not very much.